Hello, welcome to the April episode of Let's Talk Tech. Digital technology has transformed the way people communicate, get news, shop, bank, and even find love. As more tasks migrate online, there are unique challenges that may impede some older adults from going online and using new technology. But despite these challenges, many seniors have a positive outlook about technology in general and the benefits it can provide. This show is designed to provide helpful technology info in short segments to help you connect with online content, devices, and activities, as well as give you opportunities to learn more. In this episode, we'll chat about voice-to-text option on devices, signing up for Easy Pay, fact-checking, Bluetooth versus Wi-Fi and hearing aids, apps of the month. We'll visit the Mac Lab and share some tech news. First up, tech history tidbits. In April of 1904, computer pioneer George Stibnitz was born. You probably don't know George, but his mathematical calculations and tinkering at the kitchen table led him to invent the first digital computer in 1940. And in April of 1992, Microsoft released Windows 3.1. Interestingly enough, 30 years later, they just launched Windows 11. Hi, Cheryl. Spring has sprung. Flowers are blooming. Bunnies are hopping.
Hi, Debbie. You know what? Spring is my favorite season, and this spring is going to be the best one ever. You know, ever since I've been on this show, I've been thinking about this. I normally pay my homeowners association fees by check, but after listening to you, I think that I'd like to try paying using the online service. Do you think you could tell me how to do that?
Of course, I'd be happy to help. Laguna Woods Village uses Easy Pay, and once you set it up, your monthly assessment is handled by a direct deposit from your chosen bank account to the GRF or mutual account on the 6th of each month. Signing up for this service is easy and free. If you are going to use a checking or savings account, there's a form to complete, and for checking, you would attach a voided check for that account to the form and submit. A picture of the form is up on the screen. If you are going to have the funds drawn from a savings account, you'll need to visit your bank and have them complete a section at the bottom of that form and return it with the information. Normally, the form is included with your annual financial package that arrives usually in November, but of course you can pick it up at Resident Services or call accounting at 949-597-4221 and have them mail it to you. The completed forms can be mailed back to the address on your screen or dropped off on the first floor of the community center in the box near the lobby by Resident Services. VMS will need to receive the form by the 25th of the month for services to start by the next month. You know, Cheryl, this is a great service. I've been using it for over 4 years, and I've never had an issue. Did you know that 72% of our residents already use the service? So You're going to be joining them. Thank you.
You know what, Debbie? That was really easy. Thank you. And now, here's the question of the month. How can I convert voice to text on my computer?
Oh my goodness, what a great question. It's not complicated, but it depends on the device or program you are using and a few other things. So I'll cover a few of the most common voice text accessibility tools for you. So, how to use speech to text on Windows 10. Open the app or window you want to dictate into. Press the Windows key plus the H at the same time. This keyboard shortcut opens the speech recognition control and you'll see it pop up on the top of your screen. Now you just start speaking normally and you should see the text appear. If you have the ability to add an on-screen keyboard, like most touchscreen computers, there's a microphone button right on that. In more current version of Microsoft Word, there's actually a dictate button up in the upper right-hand corner. If a new computer's in your future, though, Windows 11 is even easier and offers quick access to voice-to-text options. So for Mac users like you, to use voice dictation in an application on your Mac, first select a text field in an app, then press the function key, which is FN, twice, click the edit menu and start dictation. Speak to your Mac, and the words you speak will start appearing in the text field. To use voice to text on most mobile phones, you need to click the microphone on the keyboard, and then the listening will begin, and it will type for you. You can also say, "Hey Siri," and Siri will start typing if you're using an iPhone. Of course, there are other options for third-party apps, for tablets, icons, things like that. But if you want to learn more specifics, best to just Google it by typing your device and voice to text in the search. And you'll find all kinds of information and YouTube videos and all kinds of things to help you.
Thanks, Debbie. That's really useful information. And I know that it is really, really important to make sure that what the computer has printed actually is what was said. It's really important.
It really is important, Cheryl. You're so right, because nobody wants to send the wrong word in a text.
No.
Well, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad to be here.
All right. Bye-bye.
In 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day.
Get the latest updates on what's happening in Laguna Woods Village. Watch This Day with Lisa Hart every Monday through Saturday, or watch anytime on our YouTube channel, Village Television.
In a past segment, I mentioned checking out the validity and accuracy of information you receive via the internet or emails. In other words, don't believe everything you read. Part of why I'm here is not to scare you, but to keep you safe and inform you on the best ways. Because there was a recent issue with a Facebook communication, I wanted to mention this again. The best fact-checking sites I know are factcheck.org, which is from the Annenberg Public Policy Center, snoops.com, which has been in existence for 20 years, and verifythis.com. Researching rumors or scam for accuracy should always be your first step. In this case, Facebook users were sent an email about increasing privacy. This email was actually true. Facebook's Help Center confirms that the social media service is legitimately sending out emails about Facebook Protect. Facebook says that certain people in the public eye or high profile can become a target for compromise attempts on their social media accounts, including Facebook. Accounts that face increased risk may need additional protection. That's why Facebook Protect was created, and they began mandating it for some users back in December of 2021. This is available to anyone, whether you're high profile or not, and I always encourage everyone to add as many safety measures as possible. Remember, Facebook will never ask you for your password in an email or Facebook message. In fact, legitimate companies never ask for passwords. If you have not been to the main page for Facebook Help Topics, I urge you to do that today, and be sure to review all of your settings, particularly those for privacy and security. With the number of scams, the use of autonomous programs called bots that can interact with systems on the internet or other networks and act as human users to make posts on social media is widespread. And with the general climate in our world, the best recommendation I can make to you is to fact check and verify everything you can. If you get emails from banks, you should call a verified number for the bank and confirm that the email came from them. Sadly, we must be skeptical of everything now. Even the person in the grocery store that asks you what appears to be an innocent question can be just doing it for distraction and for a nefarious reason. Just be alert, be aware, and be safe. Coming up next, we'll visit the Mac Lab and speak with Jean Holloway.
Hi. Welcome to Pacific Financial Planners. We focus on income replacement for your retirement. We have over 3 decades of professional money management experience. We personalize a plan that's right for you and your family. You only get one shot at retirement. Don't you think you better get it right? So give us a call for your free consultation. We can do this over the phone, via Zoom, or in person.
in the Mac Club. We're visiting with Jean Holloway, who is the president of the Mac Club, and going to talk a little bit about what services they have and what they offer to our community. Thank you, Jean, for joining us.
Thank you, Debbie. We're very glad to be able to showcase the Mac Club. We are in the Mac Lab, where we offer all kinds of help to people with all things Apple. We have many classes. We have supervisors on duty. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 p.m. We have people on shift that can help people one-on-one. And we have anywhere from 13 to 15 to 20 classes every month. We have a class for everything Apple, I believe. iPhone, iPad, the Apple Watch, and just the Mac computer in general.
Well, that's really great, and that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to come here to showcase what you do here, because so many people are using tablets and iPhones and their mobile devices much more than they ever have before here in our community. Can you just tell us a little bit about, let's say, what a beginner class would cover?
Yes, I teach the iPhone class every Friday. And I target that class to all levels, basically, because we get a lot of people who buy a new phone, especially over the holidays. And so my class helps the new user, as well as a more experienced user, use the iPhone. But we have, in general, the same thing for the iPad and the Mac computer.
Great, great. What would you say is your the hardest class?
Would be the iPhone, I guess, because there is just so many things you can do with a smartphone nowadays. But you can basically do the same thing on an iPad, so they're about the same.
Great. Do you so would you recommend, and this is a little bit side topic, but you know, all the time there's updates for iOS. Do you recommend that people go ahead and just as soon as they get notified of an update to do it, or to wait?
You're right. We do get updates throughout the year, usually minor ones. And we recommend you have you set your phone up to do auto update so that it takes care of those. Now, the auto update feature will not apply to the annual iOS update. Like now we're in iOS 15. In the fall, we will migrate to 16. If you have auto update on, it will not do it. It requires a manual update. Now, we like to recommend for the major annual update, hold off a few weeks. If there's any bugs out there, they get resolved, and then we go ahead and update.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've always done, is if it's the major update, I do wait. Well, I do really appreciate that you took the time today. I know we're going to get some screenshots around the lab, show people what's here. And if you could just go over again, you're open Monday through Friday, and what are the hours?
The hours are 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Most of our classes occur at 1 p.m. We have a new class starting on the Mac computer, and it's at 10 a.m. But our calendar, our schedule of classes is on our website, which is the macclub.org.
Great. And we'll put that up on our screen for the viewers, so that they know when. And then, of course, on you, like you said, you have their classes are on their website, so you can see what suits best with what your device is and what your needs are. And again, thank you so much, Jean, for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking this opportunity, and thank you for what you do for our community as a volunteer. You know, my goal always is to get everybody working with as much technology as they feel comfortable doing. And if you're an Apple user, iPhone, watch, iPad, Mac computer, this is the place for you.
That's right, and thank you for inviting me. This cannot happen without our great group of volunteers. We have about 30 volunteers who do all aspects of running a club as well as helping and teaching our classes.
Great, thank you so much. And coming up next, we'll talk about medicine and technology.
Primary care is our first interaction with the healthcare system, but most people don't visit their physicians due to long lines, waiting periods, and moving from lab to lab. At Cure Medical, we bring healthcare straight to your doorstep. Our modern, upscale mobile clinics provide services such as prevention and wellness plans, annual exams, lab work, blood tests, and more. Give us a call today to learn more and schedule your next appointment. Cure Medical, close to home, far from ordinary.
Telemedicine is an important, underutilized tool for those over 50. About 2 in 5 older adults currently recognize the value of telemedicine, which conveniently can help manage health conditions by minimizing disruptions of daily life when check consults or routine checkups are needed. During the pandemic, many healthcare providers turned to video visits and found that it's a great way to see patients. As technology improves, the use of video visits for things like dermatology even will increase too, saving you a trip to the doctor to have them look at that mole. Additionally, 59% of older adults would be willing to share health information collected through tracking devices, Fitbits, smart scales, and other health monitors with their doctor. Sharing this information with doctors would allow for more constant monitoring in order to identify changes in health quality more quickly than relying on that annual or even less frequent office visit. Last month, I shared some specific apps with you. If this is something you need help with or find hard to grasp, often your kids or grandkids can help you out and demystify the use and the reasons to use them. While nothing can replace being personally seen by a physician when needed, there's immense value of avoiding sick people in doctors' waiting rooms and the convenience offered by simply pushing a button to receive medical attention for minor concerns and prescription needs. And next up, we'll talk about Bluetooth versus Wi-Fi for hearing aids.
Pacific Cremation Services offers you the ultimate freedom to become one with the salty breezes and brilliant sunset reflections. A scattering at sea is a unique, beautiful way to honor the life of anyone who chooses to be cremated. We help you plan the details and understand what to expect. Choose from our 3 simple plans and let us help you start the process of healing and life celebration. Contact us at pacificcremationservices.com to create a personalized service at sea today.
Although I am not a hearing aid expert, many have appeared on This Day, and those segments can be found on Village TV's YouTube channel. My goal today is simply to discuss Bluetooth connectivity versus Wi-Fi for hearing aids, and not about actually connecting them. Your provider should be able to help you with that. And there's many websites they offer that help you to learn how to use them. Wireless hearing aids are hearing aids that use modern wireless technology to communicate not only with each other, but other devices such as smartphones. This is unlike previous generations of hearing aids that functioned independently, unable to operate as a signal unit. Nor could they connect to other devices. However, Wi-Fi technology in hearing aids has 2 key benefits. One is that your hearing aids can communicate with each other. Changes in settings or volume made to one hearing aid are automatically made to the other without you having to fuss with both devices. The hearing aids work together to make sure you hear the conversation you're in as best as you can, making it easy to understand conversations without a lot of manual adjustments. The second is that your hearing aids connect to other devices. With wireless hearing aids, you can connect your hearing aids to other electronic things such as your cell phone, tablet, or television. Using a simple accessory to stream audio from your electronic device to your hearing aids, you can listen to a telephone call, play music, or listen to the TV directly through your hearing aids. You can keep the volume at a comfortable level without disturbing those around you. Bluetooth hearing aids do exactly what the name suggests. They connect to Bluetooth wireless technology. Bluetooth hearing aids function as sound amplifiers for individuals with hearing loss while allowing you to remotely connect to nearly any Bluetooth-enabled technology within range and through the wireless platform. Most Bluetooth hearing aids can directly link to audio devices like cell phones, TVs, and other Android or iOS technology. Manufacturers of hearing aid technology are actively attempting to make their Bluetooth-enabled devices more accessible to all budgets. Despite this, they are still a little bit more expensive than the standard hearing aids. Coming up next, we'll talk about a few cool apps of the month.
I'm a strong believer that there's something for everyone out there. But some people never stop searching. I've looked long and hard through these parts, and I thank my lucky stars I stumbled across a special place, a unique place, where you never know what you'll find. The Trading Post, only on Channel 6.
Although not an app, the big thing right now is Wordle. This is a website from the UK that was recently purchased by the New York Times and will likely become an app soon, if not already. It gained popularity quickly because when you solve it, you can share your statistics via social media. Personally, I'm not doing that, but recently I got a word in 2 tries, so I did boast about that. Wordle provides a table with 5 boxes and 6 rows and a keyboard. You begin the puzzle by posting any 5-letter word. Wordle will then tell you if any of the letters you choose are correct. If the letter turns green, that means it's in the word and in the right location. If the letter turns yellow, the letter's in the word but not in that location. And then if the letter's not in the word, it will become gray. And of course, now there are groups out there where you can find tips and tricks and how to choose the word you want to maximize the opportunity to get green letters. You play against yourself and try to get the word figured out in the first few lines. If you get all the way to 6, unfortunately, that's it, you lose for the day. Typically, they have 1 game per day, and apparently they have a way to play older games that have already passed, but personally, 1 day is plenty for me. While I'm on games, if you are into Sudoku, there are a wide variety of apps for that. Most offer both free and paid versions, and the typical difference is paid offers no ads and probably more games. Highly rated by Digital Trends magazine are Sudoku.com, which arguably is the most comprehensive one you could possibly want. The app includes around 10,000 individual puzzles that can be played for free, although you can pay them a one-time fee of $5 to remove ads. Brainium Sudoku offers highly accessible and straightforward way to play Sudoku puzzles in digital form. You can choose from one of the 5 difficulty settings, while the game also offers various aids and hints. AI Factory Sudoku is a high-quality game by a reliable developer. There are 1,500 Sudoku puzzles in the game at 5 difficulty levels. The game also offers stat tracking, which allows you to track your progress over time. So let's talk about more options for learning and using technology. Are you interested in genealogy? The PC Club recently added 4 licenses to Ancestry.com and have been offering monthly classes to help become familiar. And more will be coming. Please note that the websites for the clubs that I put up on the screen at the end of the show will provide you with information on all of the upcoming events and classes that all the clubs offer that are related to technology. If you are watching the show early this month in April, the general meeting for the PC Club on April 12th at 7 p.m. will feature a presentation from a cybersecurity expert, and it's open to Laguna Woods residents for a small fee and to all members, of course. Check the PC Club website for more info. Nearly every club related to technology, such as the Mac Club, which you just saw, the PC Club, and the Video Club, which I featured in a previous episode, and the Camera Club, offer many opportunities to learn more about technology tools. Of course, Saddleback's Emeritus program offers classes as well. My hope here is to spark the desire to learn more about technology that most interests or benefits you. Some things will and some things won't, but if you have a topic you're interested in, please send us a suggestion or an email. I'm always open to everything. As we draw to a close, I have a few quick noteworthy topics to share. GRF just approved the technology software modernization for the community. This includes resident services, finance, maintenance, and more. Although you won't see it, you'll notice it with better customer service. It will be phased in over the next few years. You can read more in-depth information in the Village Breeze or watch the full presentation on YouTube, and feel free to email me with any questions. Another big improvement coming later this year will be the creation of a new website for Laguna Woods Village. Watch for more information about this on this day, in the e-blast, and more. This is going to be a very beneficial upgrade and really help with access to information and help at the click of a button. We've reached the end of our time together. I truly appreciate you watching and hope you'll tell your friends to watch. The show currently airs on Village TV on Tuesday at 2 p.m. and Friday at 10:30 a.m. and is posted in the Globe, and you can watch anytime on Village TV, the YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. Many great shows are offered here, as well as board meetings and other interesting things. As always, I'd like to remind you to be kind when posting online. Thank you again for watching, and next month we'll have some great topics like photo apps, Medicare Online, considerations for buying a new device, RFID, and more. Have a wonderful day and enjoy the spring flowers.